If you're in your 20s and 30s, watch this, okay? In this video, I want to share with you 6 life lessons. Okay, these are 6 things that I wish somebody would have told me when I was that age. But hey, we had to go on the journey. I know it now, and I'm gonna share it with you, okay? So the first life lesson that I've learned is to be more present. And I had to start practicing mindfulness and I had to start meditating. And what this did, man, it allowed me to be able to live in the present moment and not live in the future or in the past. Okay, that's where a lot of my stress came from. That's where a lot of our stress comes from. We don't realize it. We're worried about things that we cannot control. Okay, you're worried about the unknown, something that hasn't happened yet, and it can stress you the fuck out if you let it. All right. So once I learned like what mindfulness was, how to like live in the present moment without any judgment or any opinions, it changed my life, man. It changed my life in another way of the fact that it allowed me to be present when I'm talking to people, when I'm engaging with people. I'm actually there with them. Not, and what I mean is like, I'm present with them like in spirit, energetically. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not off worried about my to-do list and I'm actually with them right there in that moment. And what I learned is that that's one of the biggest gifts you can give somebody. You got to learn how to give it to yourself first. You got to learn how to be present first. But then you'll notice when you start interacting with people in life, having conversations, whether it's with coworkers, your kids, whoever, you'll notice that, man, you are truly engaged. You are truly like connected with them. And this will really, it'll enhance your relationships, man. The second life lesson that I've learned, this is kind of piggybacks off of that, is to learn how to listen more. Okay, when you can be present, you learn how to listen to people. And this is like a gift as well, man. I used to talk a lot, and I used to like hijack conversations a lot. You be talking to somebody and they're saying something like, oh, yeah, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, this used to happen to me, X, Y, and Z. And you start telling stories. And now before you know it, you've taken over the conversation. And what I've learned is, man, the more you can listen, the more you can sit back, let somebody just kind of have the floor and talk and listen. Not only does it give you the ability to ask better questions, which is going to make your connection with people deeper, it allows people to feel safer with you. It allows people to feel connected to you because they feel heard. A lot of us are going through life right now, man. We don't feel heard and we don't feel seen in life. So when you can give somebody that gift of just listening to them, just being there with them in the moment, you're going to realize how this will really enhance your relationships throughout your life, man. And the sooner you can learn how to do this, at a younger age, wait until you're 40, man, you will have it mastered. All right. All right. The third life lesson that was a pivotal one was to stop taking things personally. Okay. I struggled with this for years. I've talked about this in so many of my videos. I took things personally all the time and didn't even realize I was doing it. I didn't even realize what taking something personally really even looked like, on an extreme level. Somebody could say something to me and then I've internalized it. It's shifted how I'm feeling, how I'm moving throughout the day. Somebody could say something and I take it as like a sideways comment, based off of my conditioning and how I grew up and, being a New Jersey East Coast dude, like we don't take kindly to disrespect. So I was always like hyper attuned to like disrespect, if that makes any sense. And once I realized, like, bro, if you out here like hyper attuned to disrespect, everything is going to come off as disrespect. It could be anything. Somebody could look at you a certain way. Somebody could breathe heavy, and you looking at them like, you got a problem? You see what I'm saying? So stop taking things so personally. Most things have nothing to do with you, even though it may feel like it in the moment. And once you can realize that nothing really has anything to do with you, it's going to free you up, man. And what I mean is going to free you up from, free your energy up, free your attention up, just free you up in a way where you're not so focused on things that are really just bringing you down rather than lifting you up. And a little side note too, man, a book that I read was called The Four Agreements. I talk about this in my videos too, man. It changed my life as far as taking things personally. So I would look into that book as well too, man. Again, The Four Agreements. All right, now the fourth life lesson that I've learned is to control your lust. Look, man, I got 3 children, two baby mothers. And I just want to tell you, man, be mindful of who you are laying down with. Okay? Especially if you're young, man, and you out here just kind of getting used to what that vibe is like, interacting with women. Be mindful of who you're laying down with because just like that, you could end up having a kid with somebody that you don't even know. That's what happened in both of my situations. I didn't even know these chicks, and knew them to a degree, but didn't really know them. And then when you have a kid come into the equation, now you're trying to get to know this person, and that's when all your shit start coming out. That's when you start realizing, okay, we are not aligned. We are two different people. Yeah, it can all spill out when some kids get involved. Now, the fifth life lesson that I learned is to exercise and move more. You got to move your body. And it's not just for, of course, health reasons. It's going to make you healthier, but it's for like functionality. When you're in your 20s and your 30s, man, you limber, you loose, you know what I'm saying? You can do what you do, but you want to get in the habit of moving your body. What else it does is it moves the emotions in you too, bro. When you were stressed out and you just sit, you play the game, you smoke a blunt, whatever it is you do, you're not moving. The emotions are just sitting there stuck. And what I've learned on my journey, man, is that you got to move your body, man. That's going to make things kind of flow through you in a way and not just sit there and get stagnant. So when you can move around, bro, get the endorphins, get the dopamine popping off in a healthy way, this is going to light you up in a way that is going to change your life, man. And what I mean by light you up is get the feel goods going, get the positive chemicals flowing, which are going to counteract those negative things you have going on in your life. All right, now the sixth life lesson that I discovered on my journey is to find your passion early. Okay, now look, I know when you're 20 years old, man, you might not know what the hell your passion is, man, but you might have an idea of some of the things that you enjoy doing. And it could be something simple. It could be like playing video games. Now, I'm not a big video game advocate. I used to play a lot when I was younger, even into my 30s, 20s and 30s. But where I'm at now, I don't play them too much. I play them with my son, but that might be something you're into. You might be a gamer, and nowadays, man, you can make money doing that. So that's what I mean. Find what you're passionate about. If you like music, if you like movies. When I was a kid, I loved movies. I loved the behind the scenes of how movies were made. I wanted to make movies. That was something that I was very passionate about. I never got to do that. You know what I mean? But how I make YouTube videos now, it's almost kind of like I'm living that out now. I've always had a creative sense to me. Like I said, loving movies, loving production, and things like that. So it took me 20, 30 years to kind of bring it back around. But one of those passions I've had as a kid, I kind of get to live it out now, sharing content with you guys. So at a young age, find what you enjoy doing, man, and then go after that. If you're getting any value out of this video so far, please smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you know when I make more videos just like this, all right? All right, now I know I said I had 6 life lessons for you. I miscounted on my list, though. I actually got 7, all right? And this last one is very powerful. It's heal your traumas and your wounds. You gotta go back and heal the shit that may have happened to you as a kid, or things that may be keeping you stuck. You may be just coming out of, like, your household. It might have been rocky. When I was young, I came out of an alcoholic household. I became a functioning alcoholic myself, and it took me a while to really be able to go back and unlearn some of these patterns. Quit drinking, become more emotionally mature, self-aware, things like that. All right, so it's really important, to heal your traumas and heal your wounds. Okay, the sooner that you put awareness on them, the better. The sooner you can recognize what may trip you up. It might trip you up in a relationship. It might keep you from holding a job. It may make you ruin your friendships. Maybe you lash out. Maybe you were treated like shit as a kid. People lashed out at you, cussed at you. Maybe you treat people that way now as you're getting older. You might be 25 and be like, damn, I don't like the way I act. How do I shift this? That's what I'm talking about. You want to get some awareness on certain behaviors that that knock you out of your integrity, that have you acting out of character. You know what I mean? Like when you don't want to, you're acting in a way that you don't want to act. Those types of things. You want to get a hold on those types of things because you don't want to be 40 and 45 still lashing out at people, still acting like a little boy or a little girl who can't control his emotions and can't control himself based off of things that may have happened to him when he was younger. This is going to save you a lot of trouble when you get to my age. All right. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out one of my other videos. I'll leave it floating around on the screen. It'll be similar to something like this. All right. Also, make sure you book a one-on-one coaching call if you want to dive deeper into understanding yourself, building self-mastery, just really taking control of you. All right. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.